this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's caught. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the balls are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And free safety roaming the middle of the field, you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. big third down conversion by this offense.
Got his man downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Volunteers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Proctor. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses to 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around. And
oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Proctor. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown. A world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Vols with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Butler. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Gets open down the middle. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Volunteers are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Vols with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and
the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 15-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a meet.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with the screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if they're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Punt is on its way. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking for space. It's Butler. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Proctor. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. This one's complete.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the QB never wants to miss inside on an out route, right? You got to throw it to the sidelines. Don't let anybody undercut that. Go make a big play. And he did. He put it outside, put it on the money. I think the receiver needs to do a little better job. They got to secure that catch. He was open enough to make that play.
Wants to throw. It's Proctor. Here's the pressure. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one. They're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important.
And he's still running after the move. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Quarterback extends the play. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Florida Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 7 over North Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Vols. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So here is the Tennessee offense. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking? Guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff from the gun. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
There he goes.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Proctor. Got a man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Everett. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. The official says no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they sniff that draw out. When the draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And the big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. The tip, touchdown, Tennessee. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, he's taking the shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Proctor. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. At the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to throw again. He's going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult, difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. Gets it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Catch in the middle, it's Everett. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pulls it in, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long.
Breaks into the open. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air, it's Proctor. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Norman. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Making side adjustments here. Second down, he'll throw it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turning it on! And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.